Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Flex Alexander.
And it's Imani.
And welcome back to the Daddy Daughter Dance Podcast, the podcast where we talk about all things father-daughter and some more stuff. Listen, I know she's sad because I'm actually a little sad. Like, I'm actually in my feelings. Oh, my gosh. The TikTok ban. Oh, I'm hurt. My soul is hurt. As we film this episode, it is prior to 2 days that it is supposed to be banned. So, by the time this airs, it may or may have not been banned. But from what I'm hearing, it's going bye-bye. What you hearing?
I mean, I don't know. They're being really confusing because they're saying it's going to be banned. Then I hear there's a 270-day extension. And I'm like, I don't know what to believe, but I've been seeing a lot of people posting like, thank you for like.
I did a video.
Yeah.
I did a thank you video to all the followers and supporters. And today they have three separate, I'm trying to use the right terminology, but I guess phases of it. You have the Supreme Court, and there's you have the House and the Senate. So they go through all three, and President Biden signed it into law, the ban. But then I heard that I'm just all confused of what's happening.
Yeah.
I heard the same thing, the 270-day, but then I heard that's not a thing, and that the Supreme Court upheld the ban.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like we'll really know by Sunday.
Yes, we will.
Because they keep saying all this stuff, and it's like we like won't know what happens until it really happens. If that makes sense. Because I don't know. It's just
it's really sad just to think about that, and all because of control. Because the TikTok owners is from China, so there's a big deal about that, talking about security, and it's no security issue. There's nothing more than what happens in the U.S. every day. Like, we're exposed to being hacked and all this stuff. I mean, every day. This place is a place of information, a community. The TikTok shop. I'm addicted to the TikTok shop. I love the TikTok shop.
Yeah.
And I've supported small businesses there, from T-shirt to health products, books. Like, I don't know what to say, Imani.
I mean, it's like I see why they're trying to cancel it. I mean, ban it, but I don't think that reason is really valid. Like the whole control thing. I think it's just because nothing really happens on there that I would see as a threat or see as nothing.
Right.
So many people have came from TikTok, and it's helped a lot of people start their careers or sell their product and stuff like that. Like have shops and all this. Like, people use TikTok for so many different reasons.
Yeah.
And it's just not fair to just completely take that away.
Yeah, and it's such a different vibe than Instagram. I don't even get on X. That is the pit of purgatory, and Facebook. It's just different. It's just a different vibe. It's different, and I don't know. It's like Zuckerberg wants to shut that down because he knows it's a direct competitor. It's actually kicking IG's butt, and it's free flowing. I can go in there and DJ, and they don't cut the music off, and and I'm seeing a whole lot of people flood to Red Note.
Yeah,
which is hilarious. People are flooding over there.
It's funny how many people are learning Chinese and they're posting TikTok videos.
Yes,
the Chinese are helping us learn.
Yes.
I think that is so funny because I feel like that's the one thing I could say about this generation that I come from as well. Is and it goes into some millennials kind of that group obviously does not care, because we were like, fine, like take away TikTok, but now we'll go on the actual Chinese app,
right,
and make friends with the Chinese people on the app. Like,
yeah,
they're like showing them things from like our world that they might not know. Like,
yeah,
they're like, girl, this means what was it? I saw this one girl on live, like they like put her live from Red Note on TikTok, and she was like Chinese, and someone in the comments was like, baddie means that you're pretty, and she was like, oh, baddie means that I'm pretty. Like, oh, but like we're teaching each other,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
stuff.
And I'm
It's
seeing
so
that
funny.
they're showing their way of living there. They're talking about how when you get a car, you don't pay registration every year. It's one time. Once you buy it, that's it. You own it.
That's
When your apartment, your house, they don't pay any property tax. Once you get it, you own it. You can pass it down to your family. Like, it's crazy. And someone from there said, you know, America, you guys have the illusion of freedom. You think you're free, but you're really not free. And it's really, we're really waking up to see the control that freedom of speech is really not real, and the American way that we so much long for and work hard for is really something different. Of course, I love being here and living here, but I'm just starting to see that all those things that we thought aren't by in comparison. Obviously, going to another country, that it would be completely different, but we can tell by what they're doing that there's no freedom of speech, because if that was the case, it wouldn't even be a thing. You wouldn't even want to cancel TikTok. Like, for what? It has been so helpful in so many ways. I've learned some things on TikTok, like really, like great things, man. And it's just, I don't know. It's just, I am, it's making me look at other apps. There's another black-owned app named Fanbase that I've joined, owned by Isaac Hayes' son, Isaac Hayes the third. I've joined there, and you can migrate your followers over there. You can copy paste them over to Fanbase. So I'm going to start using that to support that, because that's black-owned. And
I did download that.
yeah, and the functionality is dope. The live, like everything, is really dope. So, and they're moving up the ladder on the App Store. I think they're number 4 or something right now on the App Store. But Fanbase, check out Fanbase, black owned, and I mean, that's not the only reason you should check it out. I'm just saying that because it's just a great thing. But it's a new community that's growing, and people are going to be looking for places to go. So, why not that? Because, like I said, I'm never on X, barely on Facebook. Instagram is like, it's a task. You say the wrong thing, you defend yourself. They stopping your account. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. And now he's about to pull back and let people just go now, supposedly. That's going to be interesting.
That's like a new TikTok. Like, I think that's really what happened. Like, they essentially got Instagram back, if that makes sense, by getting rid of TikTok. Because when that app first came out, it was popular. Like, I do remember a time where people would actually like engage with each other's posts on Instagram. Like, people would actually be like there.
Yeah.
Like, there was a point in time where it was popular. And then TikTok came around, and it, kind of stopped that and made more people go to TikTok. So it's like, I mean, I don't know. I think Instagram and YouTube are going to be also places that people go, because YouTube has never switched up.
Never.
Has never switched up.
And you can monetize on there better than way the other
no,
ones.
way better than any of the other places. So people are probably going to go back to YouTube and Instagram for now. I think always YouTube, but Instagram, I'm not so sure, because a lot of people are like, don't want to go back to Instagram because they don't like it.
Yeah.
So it's like.
Yeah. And our soon to be new president. He'll probably be he'll be in office by the time this airs. But he supposedly is saying he's going to take a look at and sign an executive order or possible to reverse that because he believes TikTok was big in helping him become president. So we'll see. We will definitely see.
It honestly low key kind of was.
Yeah.
Because I would scroll and see lives. I don't know. I scroll on my story feed and I see so many like lives, but there were times where I actually kind of like joined for a second and watched them. There were so many debates. I don't know if y'all have ever been on that side of TikTok, but they were like, they'll have like a screen and have like a topic, and then they'll come out and like just random people. But before the election day, there was like lives of like, why do you think Trump is a good like fit, or like why, like just so many different topics of people to like go back and forth. So that low key probably helped because there were so many people like talking about the presidency on TikTok. Yeah,
I mean it's. I mean, I've seen people on there. There's this guy, this white guy with this beard. He's a real cool guy. He's always like calling people out that are just not cool, whether it's racism, whether it's fascism, whether it's white supremacy, whether it's whatever, bashing. Like he calls them out, and then he's like, hey, hey TikTok, I need you to do your job, and then they find the people. They literally find.
I think I've seen it.
Yeah, they find it, and that is the beauty of TikTok. They band together. And it's crazy. And then look at Keith Lee. I got to meet Keith Lee through TikTok, the food critic that just has helped so many other businesses, small businesses that were failing and dying. And he's done he's used his platform to do a great thing. And he's just sitting there being honest. And then people have attitudes about what he's like, listen, I'm just giving you my what my taste buds are telling me. I mean, that greatness came out of it. There's so many great things that came out of it. I could think of so many positives. I got these ginger turmeric balls from a woman on there who's selling them out of her garage, out of her house, and now her business is flourishing. And I mean, it's helped me with joint issues, whatever. And I'm just like, wow, man, I never would find nothing like that on Instagram at all. Never. I haven't found anything like that. I might find stuff here and there, but I've spent more money on the TikTok shop than IG for sure. Like, and I'll click sometime, IG, and it'll take me to another link, and then I'm like, this is sketchy, and then I don't follow through. Yeah. But the TikTok shop, let me tell you, them bar stools, they about to get got. Before it goes away.
So another side of TikTok that I've been on that I've seen is like crime talk.
Really?
And people make like videos where they dissect like cases, and like things like that. But or like they'll post like, I think I saw this one girl, I think it was like her younger sister like passed away from, I think it was like something where like someone did something to her, and the sister posted her story on TikTok, and then it helped her like in some way, like because like I feel like I've seen it kind of not maybe like solve complete cases, but bring attention to it
and bring interest back to cases that might have been cold cases.
Yeah, or like some that like when that girl like a long time ago, I think was in like Mexico with like those friends.
Oh,
and like,
yeah.
Like that. Like everybody
that was big.
Was dissecting that on TikTok and trying to help her get like justice.
Yeah, that was big.
So I think stuff like that is also a positive because it's hard because it's like you don't want to like, I feel like true crime is like an interesting topic because like it is people's real life stories and trauma and things that have happened to them. But it also, I can see why it's like interesting in the like sense of trying to help it be like solved, like because like you have to dissect the case for it to be able to be solved. So that's the part where it's like it's kind of cool to watch because it's like, okay, like did they find this person yet, or like what school did they go to, or this and that. Like,
yeah.
So that has helped too on TikTok.
That's a big help. That's a great point. That's a big help. And again, that's the community that TikTok is. It's a community. It's not just people on, just getting on there to be mean. And I mean, you have those people, but I mean, for the most part, like it's a community. It really is. I mean, stuff from one-on-one has gone viral. I mean, we've done stuff like, and people really support it and love it. Like, it's just, man, it's so sad. It hurts my heart. It hurts my heart.
I mean, this might be like, I'm not sure if it's like an unpopular opinion, but this is another thing I thought about if TikTok goes away, are music artists, because I've seen a lot of people who have gained their fan base because of TikTok, because their song might have went like viral, and I've seen people, like that's how they start. But then it's like, I think my unpopular opinion would be that if it does get banned, then I feel like it will allow more room for people to organically like blow up, but people who should have been up there now that weren't.
I got
you.
Because
a lot of the people on TikTok that I've seen, like, again, I love all type of artists, but it's just like, you don't see, like, I don't see that many of my people blowing up the way that I feel like they should have. Versus my other, counterparts, because like, and it's like no shade at all. It's just sad to see people going viral for the music and the same music that like we make, and it's like, this girl, she could have been there too, but like people only pay attention to one group of
just like
people.
Just like the TikTok dances that become popular.
Yeah, like how it started with a whole black girl that made the dance, and I saw something recently where she like did the dance like since like she basically she started TikTok honestly, but they were like, I think back when it first happened, I think the girls that went viral for it were on the Jimmy Fallon show, but they didn't fly out the girl who made it. They called her on a call.
Wow.
I heard that. I'm not sure how true it is, but I do remember seeing the girls who got famous for it on Jimmy Fallon. Wow. I do remember seeing that. And it's like, it's no like hate towards them, but it's just like, I don't think it's fair how you never get to see us.
Very true.
Like that in the things that we naturally create, but other people take off for the things that are like ours. I don't know. So maybe it'll give a chance for more authenticity
to come back.
And people like those YouTube days when like Justin Bieber first came out and all those people, like those were people who I feel like sustained where they are because of stuff like that. Like that was like, we watched him, for example, like organically become a child like pop star with no TikTok, barely Instagram like that. Like
that was strictly YouTube. Back in that era, there were more artists that were really being signed or discovered on YouTube. Like literally, I remember Mom was doing she was doing cover songs on YouTube. She was doing that before anyone. And this guy Mark Blankenship wrote an article and just said, "Is Shanice a marketing genius?" And she was millions of views and just.
No, she did. I remember that era.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. So I guess we just have to get back to that originality and that those ideas and be consistent. Out of all things, no matter what, you just got to be consistent. That's what you have to do. You got to be consistent. So. We hope by the time this airs that TikTok is still alive. But if not, TikTok, it's been fun. It's been great. And we bid you adieu. So I'm Flex Alexander.
Are you saying your Instagram?
Wait a minute. Flex Alexander. You can follow me on Instagram at FlexA4Real. If TikTok is still around, Flex A for real. On Facebook, Flex Alexander. Snapchat, Flex A for real.
Oh my gosh. Imani with 2 eyes at the end. Music on everything. Like I said, YouTube. I'm gonna post more on YouTube. And yeah.
There we go. Peace. Love you guys.